Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to the Friday live stream. My name is Igor and this is the channel where we build and maintain open source and free to use applications. And now we are focusing on, let me show you, on the Shikigami Agentic IDE. And as you can see, there is not much more than 6 days. So in 6 days, we're gonna meet here again, most likely, and we're gonna do the launch, the public launch of the Shikigami application. Let's go. There is no time to waste. Okay, so this is our board. Last time we worked on the Git history improvements, and in the editor area, we also improved another thing that is related to the Git functionality, which is a Git blame functionality. If you would like to know how we did it, please take a look at the previous session. I will show you in a minute how it looks now. And in the meantime, hello chat. How are you today? The weather is beautiful, but it's very hot. Okay, so Git history. Let's take a look. So this is the previous state. Before we improved it, there was a list, author, and a commit hash. Now, once you click on a specific commit that you would like to see, then here are the details. Of course, we're gonna improve it even more because I would like to add the files tree. Not only the list of files that you changed, but also a list of those files. Once you click on a file, then you can open a preview with git diff for you. Nice. Nicely presented. Okay, so that is that. Sorry, let me show you again the board. So it means that, okay, this thing I'm moving to done, and the git blame I am also moving that into done. Git blame you can verify here. So once you click on right mouse button, then annotate with git blame. So right mouse button on a number, and then this is opening a context menu. Once you click on it, then you see dates and a username that modified this specific line. But okay, let's take a look what we have today. This session I would like to start working on a MySQL client that should be built in. I'm not sure how to do it. I didn't explore it before, so we're gonna freestyle today a bit. And then the implement updater, this is in progress. I work on it off stream, and we have as well 2 things in the bugs column. Yeah, so one of them happened when I wanted to change a branch to a work tree. Maybe this is not possible, maybe it is, but we need to add a functionality for it. We will learn about it in a minute. And then I've seen an error when I wanted to commit a change in Shikigami. And the thing is that it was only visible here, exactly the same way as you see it now. And instead it should be, so the error should come as a toast right here, because we worked on an in-app notification system. So now we have to plug and play those functionality into the error handling. Okay, so the first thing for today, sorry, I almost forgot. We also started working on the Who is OOO and specifically on auto approve countdown. By the way, here you can see this is the thing we've added 2 sessions ago or 3 sessions ago. Different views for previewing git diff on a file. So before there was only side-by-side available. Now you can decide if you want it unified or side-by-side for better reading. On the left we have a list of changes, files that have been added and files that you modified, and also stage all button. By the way, this stage all button we have to improve as well because it doesn't look as we designed it. So 2 things for today in the Who is out of office. First, we need to verify if this changes work. And then I'm gonna improve the stage all button because I don't like it. In the design document, it was much better. The design was much better. So we're gonna ask agent if we still have this design document. If not, then we're gonna ask it again to spin up a localhost server and then design it. Okay, so let's start an agent. Yeah, sorry, that's the wrong repository, of course. We're gonna work on a Shikigami functionality. So the first thing is improve the stage all button. Yes. And let's switch to the OOO. So that's the design, that's the current design for the stage all. And we don't like it. Definitely. Okay, I am dragging and dropping a screenshot. If you didn't know, the Shikigami supports drag and drop behavior for images, so you don't have to worry if you took a screenshot, if you have it in the clipboard or not. You can always drag and drop it. I would like to improve no audio detected. Sorry, let me take a look. Why? One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Okay, doesn't work. Let me check settings for the application. Okay, I will have to reopen Shikigami. Okay, let's try one more time. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. No, definitely something is wrong. But okay, I'm gonna check that off stream. So to not waste our time, I will just type and I will tell you what I'm typing. Sorry for the inconvenience, but it is what it is. In the system settings, I clearly see that it has access to the microphone. So I don't know actually what is the reason, but okay, anyway, let's go. Okay, so again, one more time, I'm taking screenshot. And I want you to improve the design of the stage all button. We already have or had, I'm not sure, a design document for it. Please verify if we still have it. If not, please spin up a localhost server and present us 4 designs mockups. Yeah, by the way, we're gonna check. We're gonna find out if an agent will maybe create slightly different designs. I'm not sure if you remember how it looked last time. Yeah, so let's verify it. Okay, so we have first guy that is working on a small improvement. So let me take a look at our list. Yeah, MySQL client, this is very important. I'm moving that into planning. So if you don't know what the MySQL client is, I would like to add so on the left, as you see, we have a list of client list of agents, yeah, on the left side. Then in the editor we have 3 different buttons. One of them is showing us a files tree, then we can search, and then there is a Git integration with a box for a commit message and push pull fetch actions. And on the right side, somewhere here, I would like to add another sidebar, and our first action on the right sidebar will be a database connections list. Yeah, and this is what I mean by MySQL client. So the first thing is to create a component that we're gonna move to the right. Once you click on a database icon, then you will see a list of your connections that you defined in the past, and of course a button to add a new one to it, a new connection, to define a new connection, which means you can put a path, port, and credentials, basically. Okay, let's go to Agentic. And this is gonna be, of course, a new work tree. MySQL. Client. And a init component. Yeah, maybe it makes sense to first give it a shape, and then another agent, once this is done, will actually work on the internal part of this feature. Maybe to reduce hallucination and increase the speed. Let's try it. Usually I would do both at once, but let's try this. This time let's try do it different. Okay, but before we give it a prompt, let's take a look at designs for the stage or button. I'm gonna make it bigger for you. And okay. Well, I like the refresh. Ah no, this is discard. Okay, I thought this is a refresh button. Well, it doesn't look... None of them look like the one that we had before. Let's look at the output. As far as I remember, we choose different option. So last time, I'm pretty sure we decided to have a, well, different color, an orange color, and it was outlined button, but not as a pill, but in the shape of that one. So like this button, but outlined. Okay, so by the way, this is what I think. Well, this is a good example of why I believe that AI is still not good enough in terms of global adoption, because none of them look like the one, like the set that we've seen before. It's totally different. It's unpredictable, yeah. Why there was an orange color and now it is blue, I have no idea, because last time we didn't mention at all what design we want. We just said that please come up with ideas, and that's it. But okay, so I'm gonna choose option 3. So please modify option 3. I want to have it outlined and with a different color, and because this isn't a primary action. Primary type of action. Okay, so yeah, let's give it some time. And the MySQL client init component, I want you to brainstorm on a design of a new component. I want to have a data basis. Sorry, I had a phone call. I want to have a databases list, databases connections list. User should be able to define and configure connections to databases like MySQL, MariaDB. But for now, we are only focusing on a design side of the MySQL client manager. I want to have a new sidebar on the right side, so because the left side is already occupied with different buttons and different functionalities, so it makes sense it makes sense to add a sidebar here, the same size, with icons, and our first icon on that side gonna be the databases manager icon. Once you click, it should expand with a list, presenting a list of connections that you defined. So the label for a new button is databases. Then once a user click on it, I want you to expand it and show a list of connections. Okay, we're gonna anyway brainstorm on this, so if there's something unclear, it's gonna ask us, and as well maybe it will come up with a bit broader set of functionalities for it. Let's give it a time. Yeah, sorry, some time. And also the improve button has been updated, really? No. Please present only option 3 with different colors. We're not gonna choose any other than number 3. Okay, so they are working, they are busy. Let's go to the who is out of office. So these are files that we modified last time, and actually let me run the application. It's very simple. If you would like to try it, all you have to do is just type just, then start, hit enter, and that's it. Yeah, sorry, Docker is not, I didn't open it, sorry, didn't start it. Okay, cool. Yep, so one more time. By the way, this is as well quite fresh thing. We've added terminal sessions to Shikigami. You don't have to leave the application if you want to use different commands that you used to use in your projects. You don't have to jump between terminal and Shikigami because this is all here. Maybe we should think one more time about these buttons. Maybe they should be somewhere here at the bottom. Especially the terminal, maybe, yeah, the terminal and Git history buttons. Maybe they should both be on the left and accessible from all these 3 spaces, because now you have to switch to the editor, then terminal, and then you can use it. Yeah, let me add a ticket for it. But of course I'm open for your ideas as well, cause maybe even different place is better. Maybe they all should be right here. But no, well, if it is a component that we open from the bottom, then keeping it at the bottom of the sidebar makes more sense, I guess. Okay, but anyway, we have to move it from here. Yeah, both of them, sorry. We have to move them to the sidebar. Okay, good. What is the state of the Docker? Let me take a look. Is the application up? Yes, it is. It is up and running. So let me log in as admin because it doesn't matter for that specific feature. And then request leave. If you are new here and you don't know who is OOO, then this is the open source absences manager for small and medium teams, where you can self-host it. You don't have to pay for it. This isn't another SaaS. This is totally an application that you can control, and you can configure it to fit your needs. And let me show you. So this is the Git repository. So this is how it looks. Who is out of office? If you like it, then please give it a star and give it a try. Where is it? Yeah, it's here. Let me show you fixtures, because there is a full fixture set for you. You don't have to create accounts or something, or different roles, different users. It's all here. All you have to do is just type just start, and of course you need to have a Docker. If you have a Docker configured on your machine, then all you have to do is just start or a Docker compose apt. This is going to create a database for you, database container, and it's gonna be filled with fixtures that I prepared. There are not only users, but also leave request types. 4 of them, yes, 4 of them, and then as well absences requests. Yeah, basically what you see here is the result of a fresh start, and every time you start the application, it's gonna reload fixtures and make them up to date. Because requests, if you submit a new request, then you have to choose, of course, dates range, and to keep it up to date, or to keep it more like a real life example, then also dates are keeping up to date. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? Okay, let's submit a request, because this is what we're gonna test. Oh, and we can see it already. Okay, cool. Let me make it bigger. Can I scroll there? Where did it scroll? Ah, okay, it's here. Yeah, so here are pills with the next auto-approve iteration. No, sorry, run. With the next auto-approve run. Okay, so we have it. And it is here as well. Good. Yeah, so this is the preview of a request with more details, and this is listing. The application uses EasyAdmin package. If you know EasyAdmin, then you can even extend it more if you want. Just fork the repository and adjust what you need. Okay. So we have it. Then I am switching board to the who is out of office. Then leave request auto approve countdown. I'm moving that into manual verification, and let's start working on the weekly digest time configuration, because now it's hard-coded date. Let me find it's feed, I guess, command. No, sorry, fit is for the block. It's gonna be Slack, sorry. So Slack command and then weekly digest command. So as you can see, this is defined as a cron task with a hard-coded expression. I'm not sure how easy it is, and honestly I didn't even think about it. How to make it configurable? Maybe there is an easy way. Let's start an agent and let's ask it. Okay, so the weekly digest configurable with a new worktree isolated branch. Yes, please. And it still doesn't work. Okay. Well, yesterday? Yes, I think that was yesterday. I yesterday installed a new version of the application, and maybe it looks like there is some issue with privileges. I need to verify that. But okay, so let's give the agent already the command that we would like to make configurable, and let's ask it. I would like you to verify and prepare a plan of making the command cron runtime configurable. Please run subagents to learn more about Symfony and headers. No, not headers, attributes, sorry. Attributes, like the one that we use, and if it is possible to make it configurable, please make the settings part of the settings module, because the code base is modularized and we have infrastructure part and modules, and one of the modules is where is it? Yeah, settings. By the way, this is our as well a new feature where you can switch. If you are looking at an MD file, you can switch between preview and the raw representation of the file. So as I told you, so there is a settings module, and these are settings that the application uses that you can actually use to modify the behavior of the application. And it should be somewhere here. Yeah, there should be a new setting with human readable, maybe, or maybe a cron pattern. Oh, okay, let's decide later. Okay, so this guy is working. Let's go back to the Shikigami guys. Okay, so the agent asked if we want to work on any logic And no, we don't want to do that for now. Let's just focus on the UI and UX. And what about the improve stage all? Sorry, I forgot, but the agent. Yeah, refresh the mockup. So these are the options. I don't know what you think, guys, but I like the amber color for this stage all. Yeah, not blue one because the commit is blue, not green. Because this is optional, you don't have to do it. Okay, let's choose the option 3C. Please go with option 3C. Yeah, this is the right question. So I want to have database button available all the time. It doesn't matter if you are in the Agentic coding or the editor, you see it all the time. Yeah, and the standard form for database connections configuration. And the modal dialog, yes. Actually, I'm wondering if we didn't split this into two, what I mean, the UI part and the business logic. If we wouldn't split it, I'm wondering if the agent would still ask it. I bet it will just decide that it has to be modal because most of the things are modals. Sorry. Okay guys, sorry, but today I'm gonna keep it short because the lack of microphone, this is annoying. And I also need to verify what happened. It might be that this is because of a different way of building the production packages, because we are getting closer and closer to the public release of beta of the Shikigami, and maybe that changed. It's confusing macOS. I'm not sure. Maybe I have to remove some cached metadata around Shikigami. I'm not sure. Well, that shouldn't be a problem for you. It should just ask you if you want to give it access, and once you do that, everything should work. On a machine that you develop the application, sometimes it may be different. Sometimes maybe it's confusing, the operation system that you have. I don't know. If you know, please let me know in the chat or in the comment section. Okay, so this improvement for this stage all button is done. Sorry, it's ready. Okay, so I want you to commit changes and merge them to the local main branch. Okay, and the MySQL client design is ready. Yeah, let's verify it. I'm curious. I'm curious how it designed it. Well, so the weekly digest configuration, the agent is asking how we run it, and actually in our case we use worker for that. So I'm wondering if there is any other option than just using a cron and configure it on a host side. Okay, I'm gonna choose one. Let's give it a try. Okay, so then Shikigami, this is the design. On the right there is so this is the databases button. Of course it's ugly and it's not how it will be in the final implementation, and here are the database connections, and then there is add connection. I wanted to detect what is the type of the connection. I mean, if this is Redis, MySQL, or MariaDB, or yeah, there's a bunch of different options. But okay, maybe for V1 this is enough. Okay, so once we click here, it should open or close. Okay, but why I cannot see it? Let's ask it to extend this mockup. Could you extend the mockup with missing functionalities? Like edit model. Yeah, I want to see it. But okay, so this, so improve stage all button is done, and this is merged into local main, so let's close it. Okay, let's take a look at the who is OOO. Day of week and the time. Yes, day of week and the time, this is correct. Okay, so these guys are busy, and let's... okay, the mockup is ready. Okay, so this is how it looks. So these are parts of the UI. So that's the list. Let me make it bigger for you. Okay, let's start from here. So this is the list. And previously, what we've seen previously, that was exactly that component with some items here. So there will be a dot and the name. Then this is part of the sidebar. Okay, the icon is ugly and I don't really like this. What actually that is? How is it called? Does it have a name? What that is? Rail icon. Okay, that needs to change because it doesn't match the application design. Not at all. But okay, this is a minor thing, and then this is the delete confirmation. Okay, and that's the add or edit form. Yeah, test connection. This, I like it. This is good. Well, this is a basic setup, but maybe for the first iteration this is more than enough. Okay, one more thing. We need to have one more thing here, because it is possible that you have a container and it holds more than one database. So we should see, once we click test connection. No. So test connection is a different. What we need here is a list of databases instead of default database. Where is he? Okay, here it is. I want to have a list of databases and a checkbox next to a database that I will be using. Okay, so this is important, and as well, please add a refresh button to that list somewhere. Let's give it a try. Okay, because this is wrong. Yeah, default database input. This is wrong. I mean, this is not wrong in terms of if it works or not. It is wrong in terms of the design. I want to have a list, and I want to choose which databases, one or more, I want to preview with the client. Okay, so here's still thinking. Do we have a third thing that we could start working on? Let's take a look. Yeah. Git switch. Yeah, into progress, I guess. Already into progress. And because one more time for you, if you not all errors that may happen are catched by the notification system. And actually there are two ways. First, we have to add an agent, of course. Let me add an agent. I'm gonna name it git switch error for now. But the thing is that we have to make a decision, because maybe first step will be to discover the code base and think about designing a global error listener, and then this listener will take care of catching the error and then showing you a notification toast that there was an error, because we already worked on an in-app notification system, and we have toasts designed, and there should be at least one error already handled by this listener. Let's ask it, okay? So last time we worked on a in-app notification system. I want you to verify if we can have a global error handler that will take care of catching errors and showing a toast with information. Yeah, it has to run sub-agents. So run sub-agents to learn about the in-app notification system, and explore, actually learn how and if we can implement this. Okay, so this is gonna be an exploration first. First, we need to learn and explore what we can do, what are the options and how to actually implement it, and what are best practices for it, because I am not sure how it looks in Electron applications. So let's wait for the exploration result. And okay, the agent said that is working on the MySQL client, that now we have the updated design, so let's take a look at it. Sorry, I have to take a sip, and in the meantime, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have questions, please use chat. I'm happy to answer, and okay, in the meantime, please take a look. Okay, so we have a list of connections. This is great, but okay, but this is a misunderstanding. So no, my friend, that's not what we want. So to make it easy to use, there are two things. So one of them is the list. This is what we are looking at now, and the other one is the form, the configuration form. And what I wanted to have for checkboxes, so checkboxes I want to have in the configuration form, where you can decide if you want to include in your database's configuration this or that database. And this is for the form. That's how the forms should look like. But in the list shows the result of the decision that you made. So this is wrong, yeah? So I want to have checkboxes in the model form, but on the list I want you to show the result of decision made in the form. And please update the design and show us form and the list components. Yeah, let's ask it to show both, just to make sure that we're gonna implement what we really want, not some AI ideas that doesn't make sense. Okay, so the Toast in-app notification system is event-driven. That's exactly how we wanted to have when we worked on it, exactly because we wanted to make it extendable for any future notifications that we would like to send. So this is great. Okay, so it says that maybe it's a bit dangerous to listen to all or catch all IPC rejections, errors in this case. Okay, so let's ask it, so is it better to catch errors in every component instead of a global catcher? And the design is again ready for review. Yeah, now this is good. Yeah, now it's better. Now it's better. Exactly how I wanted to have it. So the scroll. Okay, there is a limited space. Maybe that's the reason why the scroll is, because normally it shouldn't be here. So okay, first you set a name, then you configure the host, port, and credentials. This is nice. And then you have a list, and you can select or deselect databases, and then exactly in the databases sidebar you see only databases that you want to include. Yeah, now this is good. This is good. So now this is correct. Actually, maybe we should split. Maybe we should split. I am now talking about the errors handler. Maybe the global one should take care of, it's like a last frontier. Yeah. So it should catch exceptions, and then we think about those exceptions like something very unusual, something that we would like to log into a file, or maybe ask you users to report those things. Like totally something unexpected. But the errors that we can predict on on a component level, maybe then those should be cached by the in-app notification system, and then we present you a toast, and then you decide if you want to see details, because maybe this is something related to your local configuration on your machine, or maybe this is something related to, I don't know, credentials, that credentials are wrong, or maybe you change them, or there is no connection, internet connection, and you have to refresh. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. Okay, good. So I want to treat the global catcher as the last frontier. Yeah. For totally unexpected exceptions. And then in the future, because we don't have it now, but in the future, it would be great to present you a form with logs, and then you decide if you want to let me know that there was an error and what the error is, or you just ignore it. With a report mechanism in the future. And for other cases, we handle errors on components level. It means the business logic code will take care of that. And we show a toast from the in-app notification system. Yeah, how about that? Did we tell it? No, we didn't. Okay. We didn't. So the agent doesn't know what is actually the issue that you want to fix, because we started from an idea and we wanted to learn if this makes sense or not. Okay, and we have a spec for the MySQL database's manager design. And I don't want to review it because we already did that. So please prepare an implementation plan and run subagents to review the plan. And by that I mean components design, especially. Yeah, you can run as many as you want. Make sure it's a well-reviewed plan. Okay, cool. What about who is out of office? Oh no, he's waiting for our input. Yeah, definitely we have to add a dot somewhere here at the workspace tab, because as you saw, we are working here for quite some time, and we had no idea that this guy is waiting. If you change focus, because we have notifications on the OS level that an agent is waiting for your input, we have that, but to make it work, you have to switch to a different application. So as long as you keep focus on Shikigami, the notification won't show. Well, it makes sense, but then if you work on multiple workspaces, then of course you don't know that different workspace is waiting for you. I'm very curious what the implementation plan will be for it. Because as I shared with you, I have no idea. I didn't even think about it. I had no time to go into the documentation and actually verify how we can implement this. Once we get the plan, then for sure I will review it, and then we're gonna decide if this is a crap or if it makes sense. But okay, I will leave it for the next session, because it's over an hour already, and without the voice functionality, it's pretty hard. Okay, we have to brainstorm on it and prepare guidelines for future work, and by not by, but the global catcher to me is more like a handler that is taking care of collecting stack trace or whatever logs we have, with an option to report an issue. So normally users shouldn't even see it. So that's the thing, yeah? That's the thing. But the in-app notification system is for business logic. Okay, let's take a look again at the output. So please include that in the plan. Okay, good. Okay, let's not start a new session today, because I'm gonna close this live stream pretty soon, unfortunately. But it's hard to work like this without voice feature. Yeah, so guidelines and design doc only for now. That we're gonna review next time. And then the MySQL client component, this is in the planning stage, okay. Okay, I'm gonna let them work, and for now, for today, we're gonna finish soon. So thank you for joining today. Thank you for comments, likes, and new subscriptions. Next week gonna be the release, cause we are ready. Beta version is ready for you to test it. I would like to hear your feedback. I like Shikigami, I use it every day. Both areas, the editor and the agentic coding, because it works pretty well. I remember at the beginning it wasn't that nice. Now the experience is getting better and better. Thank you for being part of it, and if you have questions, suggestions, please let me know. And the last look, let's take a last look at the countdown. So 6 days and 3 hours. And if you just joined and you don't know what the Shikigami application is, this is the Agentic IDE, where you can switch between agentic coding and the editor area. If you want to code manually, you can do it. If you want to support your work with agents, one session or more sessions, you can do it. For now, we support Claude Code, but on our roadmap is bringing GPT to the Shikigami, to the application, and then you can choose which one would you like to work with. So this is it for today. Thank you for joining, and have a nice day, have a nice evening, and see you soon. See you next time. Bye bye.